Hi, guys. Good morning. Boop 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 boop. Hello. We're getting ready to art this joint into oblivion. Mostly, I think I'm gonna get some Stone Velox assets out of the way for right now. Doom, doom, doom. I had a tool for what I'm trying to do, and I cannot fucking find it. How are we doing, everybody? I don't expect a ton of people this early in the morning, but that's okay. It means that with a smaller audience, you guys it's easier for you guys to dictate how, like, what I want to, what I talk about, basically. A bit. Because I don't really have a subject for discussion. What I talk about, basically. I guess this could be a bit louder, actually. Cool. Seems good. Ugh. Blah, 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 blah. That's not at you guys, that's at me trying to be awake. I'm making a special concoction of leftover bullshit that will taste really bad with stuff that'll actually service my needs. That's what I'm doing, in case you're wondering. And how could you not wonder? It looks like I'm just doing alchemy over here. He's like, everyone's like, he's gonna lift his hands up and reveal a magical thing, but no. Ugh. My dog will not go outside if it rains. They'll wait. They're both prisses. Okay. They don't tell you when you get into this drug of choice of mine how often, like a variety of tools that you're gonna need. That's just this little stem. That's not gonna help me do nothing. Okay. Here we go. Cool. Let's do it. Again. Oh. Fair. Good morning, Pat. Let's do a heather drawing first, because I know I need some heathers. I did just post last night's stream, right? Good. Well, a lot of those are unlisted. Like when I post them, they tend to be unlisted. So, they're posted, but you know, like if you don't know where they are. Oof. That coffee was too far away from me. Oh, okay. Hang on. I think we can improve the situation with the camera here. A scooch. There. I'm drawing like this. Look at this. It's already coming back in. I have to shave again already. It's so freaking irritating. I remember why I was trying to just grow a full beard. Because no one wants to shave. Shaving's annoying. I've used Psy. I have access to Photoshop, so when one has access to legal full Photoshop, one uses Photoshop. It has a lot to do with the fact that I use Premiere and After Effects, so everything I make in Photoshop, I have the option to kind of transfer over into like Premiere like real easily that way. So I do stick with Photoshop. If I use something like Audacity, I would probably do a different... But yeah, I don't really use very many other ones. I've used Psy. I don't hate Psy, but I eventually didn't like it. And once I fixed my graphics card, Photoshop would kind of run the way I expected it to. I still need to do some more computer upgrades here on my PC here in the near future before I can really be pumping out the jams like I want to be. Well, I mean, just everyone and their brother uses Photoshop and Adobe products. You know, it is what it is. Because of that, they do tend to be pretty good products. Like I don't really have much of a complaint in general. I do have complaints. I can complain about anything. I think that's pretty obvious. But yeah, Photoshop's a goodie. Like, I mean, it's not. I'm not like a shill. I don't. Like, if I was in a different position where I wasn't using so many different Adobe products, I probably would maybe. But yeah, I know. Like I said, like it's whatever works. I am curious about using some more painty type programs, but I have this weird feeling I'm just gonna fall into some normal brush that I can just get on Photoshop anyway. And I'll just use the brush I got on Photoshop. It's hard to beat Photoshop, man. And I love that Nash is totally fucking complaining about... Okay, so I caught a tweet about Nash complaining. If we want to just talk about things I think are a silly thing to complain about. He's complaining about he's complaining about the service that Adobe has now, where it's just where you pay a certain amount of money a month, like for $10 a month or maybe a little bit more, you get Photoshop. That's a pretty good deal. And then like for 30 or 40 bucks a month, you get like the entire Adobe package. Well, in the day, the Adobe package would be like $7,000 or $8,000, something like that, and you have to buy it every couple of years. And Nash is all on Twitter bitching about how whatever happened to just buying Photoshop when he needed it, and I was like, what? Why would you want to do that? Why would you want to go back to that shit? Like I said, I don't dislike Nash. That doesn't mean I understand Nash. Like, why would you want to go back to that model where it's like, oh yeah, you want these cool new fucking features? Well, it'll only cost you another fucking $6,000, idiot. And that's the student edition, dummy. But I mean, I fully understand complaining. I think you guys can understand that. I mean, like, you know, I get why you would want to complain, but like, not about that. I just don't understand that. I don't understand what they were. Yeah, I mean. I'm not really complaining about his complaint. I just thought it was a funny thing I just thought it was funny. So did we ever get confirmation that Brad quit? I kept going on the page and he was still there, so... There's no confirmation? Okay. Yeah, I feel like that was a big rumor. Everyone's been real desperate for news lately, and it looks like everyone's climbing up one way or another. From what I understand, Lindsay's not going to say anything besides what she said in the document. From what I understand, I don't think anyone else is going to... I've never watched any of Brad Jones's movies. I would start with Jesus Bro. Jesus Bro seems like a pretty interesting plot that a Christian company did the same thing with, which is really funny. But then again, I don't know, man. Doug Walker's all over it. He's not a great actor. It's probably bad. Is Kevin made a new video? I'm curious now. Thanks for getting me in the mood, Torso. Okay. Paranoia. Okay. Yeah, Paranoia, I think, is the one I hear about with his movies. Kevin T. Rodriguez, you son of a bitch. Even more evidence to suggest that Doug Walker's...
Hey everyone, this is Kevin T. Rodriguez, film critic of iCritic.net. And first of all, I want to say welcome to any new subscribers to this channel. I know you're pretty much here because I made a few videos about Channel Awesome recently.
Fucking asshole.
Well, welcome. I'm obviously making a few more.
Okay.
Not because it's not just because of the new subscribers, but because it's an interesting topic.
Yeah, not just because of the new subscribers.
I think, and I want to talk more about it. But for the people who are new here, I want to say welcome, and I also make videos on Movie Pass and a few rudimentary Let's Play. So if you like
rudimentary Let's Plays,
just throwing it out there. But either way, thank you for watching.
Oh my lord, this guy
making this video so soon after making the other Channel Awesome videos is not because a whole lot of new information has come up, but because
this guy's milking this shit.
Things we need to at least clarify. I have gotten a lot of comments, and I mean a lot of comments. I have never had so many comments on videos before in my life.
I don't doubt it, buddy.
A lot of them have been saying some things that I think we need to address. The first thing I want to address is people have pointed out the screenshot that you've been looking at this whole time. And that screenshot is of a new episode of the Nostalgia Critic. I'm getting a lot of people saying, well, you see, Kevin, this was a clickbaity video. Doug didn't quit. There's a new...
They're all clickbait videos, man. That's all you're doing is clickbait videos.
I never claimed that I knew for a...
He's a douche.
Quit.
I'm doing a review.
Very odd.
I'm doing a reaction video to his answer to the Jew Wario in videos problem. Me and Heather actually did it. That's why I'm drawing Heather now, because she was with me when we watched it. And I did. I just roasted this guy on stream several times. I am meaning to put those out. So he doesn't know I'm doing this yet. He has no idea I'm doing this yet. But
on his Facebook page, and we will be addressing that later. And I just discussed it, and well, the video happened to catch on. For the record, this new episode of
10 minutes,
the
you
Nostalgia
guys.
Critic being on the website, you're right. That does not confirm that he has quit the site.
Yup. It sure doesn't.
On the other hand, it doesn't confirm that he's staying with the site either. And I thought the reasons would be pretty obvious as to why.
Okay.
But, you know, let's talk about it anyway.
Hey,
because
I must be a superior dummy, because if he quit the site, then why is he on the site? I understand he changed his Facebook profile, okay? Again, I think that maybe they're going to try to do a rebranding to get away from the property of Channel Awesome. But this guy's an idiot. Oh yeah, this is Kevin. This is Kevin. Yeah, the potato. This is Kevin.
That Nostalgia Critic is, it's not what it used to be. When the show started, it was just a guy in a room, and
how many fucking times do these cocksuckers have to fucking explain to me who the fucking Nostalgia Critic is? Guy, I clicked on your clickbait fucking video. It has hashtag change the channel in it. What the fuck did you think?
And there were some video clips. Now it's like a full-on production with actors and editors, and so it takes time to make these things. And I think Doug learned a long time ago that you want to have a buffer of episodes in case you get sick or something, or you have a convention.
So he's not wrong here. This is actually the first time Kevin's right. Dedoy Doug has a bunch of fucking backlog episodes. Why do you think that they had episodes during all of this? So, but that doesn't prove one thing or another. And we're 3 minutes in. Oh my god. And we're 3 minutes in.
Likely already filmed. I don't claim to know how many, and of course that's assuming Doug even left at all.
Useless.
For all we know, he could still be a Channel Awesome just making videos. But keep in mind, this controversy is only 2 weeks
that's his
old,
actual Facebook
and,
info.
Rumors of him leaving
Movie Wizard. I think it's his like official profile.
I wouldn't be too surprised.
Yeah, he puts this down here at the bottom. I don't know why.
True that we see a couple of more episodes, and if it's not true, then you know the videos will resume as always. Yeah, I mean, this is like the writer's strike. I don't know how many people remember the writer's strike, but when the writer's strike hit, it took people like a month before they realized that there really was a strike.
Which writer's strike?
Because, you know, TV shows kept going, there were new episodes, and then before you know it, boom, no episodes of a new show. So, yeah, that's that.
The writer's strike took a lot of forms. A lot of scrubs got hired. A lot of shows just went to a different format, like the Conan O'Brien show. It was basically, they had no scripts, or they had no writers, so they just kind of riffed for the whole beginning part. There was like this whole section where Conan O'Brien was spinning his ring. What is the writer's... So this guy. Kevin's MO in life is to take disparaging ideas all over the place and tie them all together into whatever fucking thesis this moron wants to get into. I'm sorry, film critic. This film critic. This guy.
But I do want to point out something interesting, and this may mean something or it may mean nothing at all. But look underneath the video, under the About. You see that little green hexagon symbol with Doug's name next to it? Yeah, his picture used to be there, and now it's some generic image. Which
again,
it may mean something.
Again,
mean
I believe that they are distancing
people have seen this,
from
and
Channel
I'll show
Awesome.
this extra screenshot where on earlier some people said you can clearly see it says archived shows, and Doug Walker. So yeah, this is weird. It's very, very weird. You'd think they'd have a regular picture for their star player, but yeah, apparently not. Now, it should be noted that if you go to anyone else's page, they have a generic shape picture as well. But that what's really make
what? Okay, so this is Kevin's come to the conclusion that the 1 million views Channel Awesome website, or the Channel Awesome YouTube page, and their star premiere, the only reason anyone's going to their videos still, despite all of this horse shit that's been going on, is Doug Walker. So his conceit is Doug Walker's quitting, not that they're rebranding Channel Awesome. Now, Doug Walker could be quitting. I don't see that as a possibility. And even if Doug Walker is quitting, he knew all about the allegations going into stuff. He knew all about this shit going on. If Doug Walker is quitting, it's because Doug Walker is trying to save his ass on this shit. Like, I don't know what's going... I really, honest to God, believe I'm watching Kevin's new video. I honest to God, I believe that Doug Walker and Mashad and and Rob, I think they're all just... I think they're going to dump the property Channel Awesome and try to, like, just make the YouTube videos and, like, keep their heads down, and hopefully everyone will forget that there are rape allegations and stuff. Yeah, it's another realistic gun. You're right. You're right. Thanks for pointing that out. Yeah, Doug has a fixation with that. Like, so I mean, again, it's not all the time, because I feel like I see that big silver super soaker sometimes, that like Linkara has one of those too, and like he could, but like, you know, say what you want. Again, Linkara has, like, you know, fighting and combat and stuff, but it's always with like silly weapons, and you know, and it's always in this over-the-top comic book format, and it's never just, I'm mad, fire, fire, fire. I mean, he's done that as a bit, but he hasn't done that bit in forever, you know? So, you're right, Donnie, you're right. He is he's an author. He wrote books on movies. He knows what what am I doing? I'm, like, talking tales out of church.
What makes this difficult to judge is that since everyone has effectively left Channel Awesome, we have no idea of knowing at this point if this change was because Doug also left or because they were trying out something new. I will say, for those who've suspected that Channel Awesome is just trying something new with the profile pictures, this seems like a really weird time to be doing it. It seems like they have other things they should be working on.
What is he talking about? So Kevin makes up these little fucking scenarios in his fucking mealy brain, his little cirrhosis out brain. He comes up with these fucking insane conspiracies, and he just looks to see where he can make connections to his insane conspiracies. Did Doug Walker quit Channel Awesome? Not officially. There's been no official word on it. It's they have 1 million views still. Okay? That said, I do notice that link is to Vimeo. That's interesting. Does anyone else find that interesting, that link goes to Vimeo? I actually do find that interesting. Does this go to Vimeo? No, this is YouTube. Why does this say Vimeo? Where is he at where it says Vimeo? Nope, it's still on the front page. I was trying to see if our response was still on the front page. It's in the middle. It's been shoved over to the middle. Did they didn't allow comments on this, did they? No. Okay. Oh wait, they did. Oh my god, they did allow comments. Why did they do this? Wow. Holy shit, I didn't realize how many comments there were on this fucking thing. Any rate, I was just looking at stuff. But I mean, yeah, I mean, like in the early days, fine, but you know, the climate changed. You know, like Doug Walker doesn't seem to understand that time progresses in a forward fashion. Like we're always going in this straight line like this. And he doesn't seem to realize that when he started, things have changed. That kind of, I'm not even like, it's just like, it's in bad taste. People get shot a lot by guns in this country.
Okay, so let's move on from this because again, this the new Nostalgia Critic episode does not confirm or deny whether he is still working for Channel Awesome. Let's look at the other thing people have been bringing up, and it's worth bringing up. But some people have mentioned that the Facebook picture of Doug Walker is weird on his Facebook. Some people point out that they have gone to his profile, and it still says he works at Channel Awesome. That, you know, it didn't change back. And, well, one of these has to be a fake. Guys, it's actually not true as far as I'm aware. The way I understand this works, and here, I'll show you the picture just so that you know what I'm talking about. There are two listings for Doug Walker. As you can see, one has liked next to it and one has add friend. From what I understand, and in my research, the one where Doug is bald and not dressed as the NC character is his personal Facebook page. That's not for the fans.
Yeah, and it says he works at Channel Awesome.
Personal page. The other one
and it says he works
run
at Channel
by
Awesome.
Channel Awesome. That is the public profile page. And if you like Nostalgia Critic, well, you can like him as a public figure there and get updates from him.
It does say worked here.
Guess which page the company runs. I mean, well, I just told you, of course. But the company runs one, and Doug personally runs the other. And here's the thing. If Doug has indeed left, if he is doing what the rumors are saying, and the thing is, I'm not going to comment whether or not he's getting a lawyer or not. I have no idea if that's true, and I have nothing to back that up. All I know is that I see that he changed on his personal Facebook page. And I was checking it out before this, so I can confirm this. I wish I'd screenshotted it because I was trying to see if, you know, like everyone else, I was trying to see if he would post something there. It used to say, you know, producer at Channel Awesome. Now it says worked at Channel Awesome. So there's definitely a change. He changed it for a reason. If he is lawyering up, and if he's leaving the channel, but if he can't legally say anything because that could jeopardize his case or whatever.
He's a crazy person. Where is he getting this?
The most public way he can say he's not with the channel anymore without actually saying it. Or it could be a mistake. I don't know. Again, I don't
I couldn't get into
answers.
Holy shit.
I just noticed something on his Facebook page, made a video, and it blew up well beyond what I could have imagined. So I wanted to at least address those two things. I don't intend to cover Channel Awesome again until we know something more substantial.
Yeah, right.
Other than to say that, again, my hearts are with the victims. I don't know if that's been very clear.
It has not
in the
been.
last couple of videos, but my heart is with the victims. I'm glad they spoke out, and despite the terrible things that are happening, hopefully things will work out in the long run for everyone who deserves. Hopefully
I cannot get a read on fucking Kevin here,
apologies. Man. Hopefully there can still be more great content. And there's really only one person who seems like they truly, truly don't deserve any happiness out of all of this. And I think we all knew who that is. But anyway, once again, thank you for joining my channel.
Thank you for joining my channel. Thank you for subscribing.
Subscribe.
Oh my god. I loathe this dude. Hey, guys. Did you notice? Do you notice how I don't ask you to fucking subscribe? I don't mean to point it out every time because it makes it a moot point if I point it out every time that I don't ask for you to fucking. This guy is such a fucking. This Kevin guy, I swear to fuck, I don't mean for him to fucking make me lose my shit like this, but again, it comes back to this thing where this dude's very clearly milking He's very clearly milking this thing that's a tragedy for a lot of people. I've never heard him. I've seen 2 fucking videos of his now. That's the second video of his I've seen all the way through. He never makes a cohesive argument. You know what I mean? He's very concerned with the comments. I mean, I don't know, man. No, it's fine. I'm not mad. I was curious. I wanted to see what the fuck he had to say. Now, I'm certainly not angry at you for telling me about it. I'm just saying, like, that guy frustrates the hell out of me because it's so transparent what he's doing. But that's fine. We got a reaction video. It just means I got to get it out by like Monday or Tuesday. So, the plan is to get that reaction video out and then probably the Stone vlog. I haven't decided which. It's kind of in between on where we're at with this because Heather's already. I mean, I can use this image of Heather for most of what I need for this. So, like, what I got to do for the bunny perspective in general, or bunny perspective, excuse me. I do this for bunny perspective too, but for Stone vlogs, what I need to do is make what I would call I need to make versions of these that are smaller and easier to work with, basically, because like it's kind of a pain in the ass to have to move the image and also position the image every single time. So if I can like. Because like right now the way I've got it, these are just because they're 150 pixels. So when I save them as PNGs, they're just way bigger than I need them to be. So I need to shrink them down and then move them. And it would be way easier if I could just drag them into the spot that I needed them and use it like their video clips. So that's the new planule on that, but it's like boring. I'm not gonna do it on cam or anything. It's boring because it's just like, you know what I mean? You set up a thing, you put a thing, you set up a thing. Jackula was streaming this morning. I peeked in. He was talking to somebody about blowjobs, and I was just like, all right. Jackula ranges something like 100 viewers each time for his stream, and I'm not begrudging that he has fans. I don't know what he talked about. I'm actually very curious if he did any more apologizing in that video. What a fucking douche. Is he still alive? No, there's no way he's still alive, right? Still live, not alive. Okay. Wherever his live videos end up, I don't know where they are. I was just curious. I mean, I'm not gonna, I mean, he's a weird guy. I like I said, my thing about Jackula and this whole thing is I'm just fucking disappointed, man. Like his video leaving Channel Awesome, I thought was really fucking, I don't know, man. Wait, who? Welshie? I mean Jackula. I haven't talked about Welsh. I don't have any. I have no idea what Welshie's doing. Oh, okay. Double D boobs and Brad Jones. Okay. Well, that's the thing, man. I don't know. I mean, I don't begrudge him for being the most stereotypical heavy metal horror movie enthusiast all the time. It's just like, I mean, if that's what you want to do, man, that's what you're selling. It's like I'm not selling that shit because I just don't. I don't know. I've been not cottoning to this like the boring normal shit. You know what I mean? Like boring normal shit lately has been like, I don't know. It's hard to explain what I feel about certain things. I haven't been watching a lot of people's videos, obviously. Like I've not been watching. Like we barely started watching Lindsay's videos again at my request. Heather was not happy about watching Lindsay's videos, but they've been very good. Like she even admitted, she's like, all right, these are good. It's worth watching. Her Bright video is great. I was considering talking about Bright, but she basically hit everything I was going to talk about. Because the problem with Bright is the lore. Like it drives me nuts. You can totally use orcs as an allegory for black people. You just got to be not an idiot. Sarah, I don't doubt that either. I used to hang out in his crowd early on when he started streaming, and I tried to get. I mean, I couldn't even like at that point. Everyone was like, I was like fully blacklisted at that point. Like it was basically like from on high, don't talk to Michael. You know, philbunny's as far as I know, or everyone decided, hey, we're just gonna let this guy out. Like, I love this shit. I have a little bird. Since there's 6 of us, and this will probably stay unrestricted, you know, I mean, this is going to be like on the DL. I love what my bird told me, and I sent this a message to a few other people, and they were all like, "What the fuck does that even mean?" Like, Jesus Christ. Because I was asking how the Shay crowd feels about me, because I know people have been watching the latest vlogs. Because again, like everything I'm doing lately is like catch up to several years of not working. What time is it? 8. We might do some gaming. Do you guys prefer Hearthstone or League of Legends? I'll let you pick. We're gonna do some gaming to round out this morning. I thought it was gonna take me longer to do what I wanted to do with Heather, but I think these expressions will work for what we're doing. And I got room to add more expressions later. Alright, this background image is going to have to be darker. Yeah. I'm going to throw some flats in on this. This is a commission that I've been working on. Commissions are stalled because I have a big project that I've been procrastinating on, and I got a bunch of smaller commissions from Kelly that I'm trying to finish up. So I want to get a worth, you know, get somewhere on here like that, yeah. Oh, okay, you're fine. Gotcha. Your comments. Oh, you're talking about like yeah, I got you. The lag is weird. Sometimes like I'm not sure what we were talking about when I get a comment in the chat. And I'm like, what? I do. There should be a link in the description. I think it works. Now. No, hang on. Wait. I think it works. If it doesn't work, just add trio to the end. Now, I've been keeping my Patreon in a dubious state because I'm fixing it. Me and Heather are doing research today to figure out I mean, Lindsay and like, she fired me and we even talked. I don't have any gossip about Lindsay because I just refuse to burn that bridge again. Like, I mean, as far as I know, Lindsay has no interest in talking to me. Like, last I heard, someone got back with me. The subject of me did come up. And the subject of me is not a nice subject. So I don't know what I did to Lindsay. I still don't. I would really love... I mean, I mean... It'd be nice to have a conversation about it, but you know, again, I'm really not trying to shit on Lindsay here, but having a rational conversation is not something those people are like, they don't do that. You know what I mean? It's got to be, you know, I don't know, man. These big gestures are just kind of wearing me out. But I've already said as much, and this is still true. If Kyle and Lindsay and, you know, XYZ characters do not want to talk to me, it ain't hurting my fucking feelings none at this point. I can't do it anymore. Like, I already went through feeling as bad as I could about those guys not liking me. So right now it's just a matter of, look, I'm in a rare position right now where I'm in a forgiving mood. Like, I'm just feeling like letting shit go. And if you guys want to do that, then I'm down to do that. But if you're not down to do that, I'm also down to just ignore that you exist and just we all move on. I'm okay with either or. I may run out of time for fucking Shay Apocalypse people anyway, because as I've been talking to my old friends, the people who really never stopped liking me, I just retreated, you know. As I talk to those people, I find I want to devote more and more of my time to them. And basically it's just going to be a matter of, you know, Lindsay or Kyle or whoever might come out and go, hey, you know, we've had time, we see that you're producing stuff again, and, you know, if you want to have a talk or something, I'd be like, well, you know, now I'm busy. You know, but I'm, you know, I might be busy. I don't know that. I may not be busy. I may still care at that point where I'll be like, of course, let's have a conversation. I may just be over it. I don't know. I don't have a preference on how I want to feel about that. You know what I mean? I don't want to shove anything in anyone's face anymore. I don't really want, but I would like an apology. And I would like to know exactly why they stopped talking to me. Like, I understand if it's just the Twittering stuff, fine. If it's, well, and I also just don't like you, then that's probably, my thing is, they were my friends. You know, they just kind of acted like my friends, but I feel like what it was is Lindsay and them had a meeting, just like they always have a meeting about me. And the meeting about me always ends up being something on the key of, he's too much of a liability, it's not worth the risk, or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? When they had meetings about me for Reviewtopia, they didn't hire me. To discuss me, apparently, at Channel Awesome, and they didn't hire me. At Shay Apocalypse, I don't know why they brought me on. I don't even know why people bother bringing me on, because apparently, ultimately, everyone's goal was this, I've always been a liability. And Andrew Dickman's not it's not that he's an ass, he's just he's up his own ass. They all are. I mean, yes, Andrew Dickman is an asshole, but he's not any more or different of an asshole than me. I don't talk to Dickman anymore either, by the way. I mean, me and Dickman used to be kind of close. Like, me and Dickman used to keep doing stuff, but, like, he's lazy sometimes. I mean, he's not lazy. That's a really bad word. He doesn't like working with other people, I don't think. Or he doesn't like me, or both. It's fine. You know what I mean? I don't mean to... I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, this feels like it's coming from, like, a really bitter place, but it's just, like, how it's been. Like, I just reconnected with Leo. I showed up on one of Andrew's streams, and I mentioned about coming out polyamorous, and I was talking about, me and Leo were talking about it, and fucking Andrew's like, huh, maybe you shouldn't talk to a guy who's just broken up with his girlfriend about your two girls. It wasn't that moment. It was my entire relationship with Andrew Dickman up until that point. He's a talented guy. I'm sure he has a lot of fraud complex. I mean, we all kind of have a little. I mean, I feel like huge fraud complex, but I just push it through because you got to. And I mean, he's not a bad guy. I'm not trying to shit on anyone. I would love to have a conversation with anyone, but I know a conversation with Andrew Dickman is just going to be Andrew Dickman saying, "Yeah, well, that's how I felt," and well, you know, that's just, you know, I don't really change ever. I'm the same guy I've always been. I'm never going to be a different person. You know, it's just a big part of me doesn't think anyone's gone through any kind of mental changes. Not anyone that I've known previously. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't think, the more I think about what am I getting out of having a conversation with Lindsay, the less I think I get any value out of it. So then I got to go, so what is the proposition for me? Is it I'm okay with talking to them if it's friendly or whatever, but then I'm also not going to invest in them because they're not going to invest in me? Is it, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, Dickman definitely doesn't know what he wants to do. I'm suffering from that same problem. What I'm doing is I'm just like, look, these are the things that are in my head, guys. Like, they're in there. If I can get some people to help me do them, I'll do them. It's the reason I'm talking more and more about Doggos and Dragons is technically I have a small team for Doggos and Dragons. I've got playtesters, and Iron Liz has expressed interest in working with me on that. Especially when we get the Patreon going and stuff. So it's one of these things, too, which reminds me, I got to hit up Iron Liz and let her know I got busy yesterday with you guys. I feel like I've changed a lot since leaving the community, obviously. I feel like how I used to feel in the old days. When I first joined the community, which is not what I expected to feel when all this stuff came down. Yeah, I mean, you know, like I said, Kyle even, like, for as it goes with Kyle, I'm even less interested in having a conversation with Kyle because I just know he's going to be a fucking drag. I just can't handle it. Everyone's so fucking defeated over this Trump bullshit, I think. I don't know. I can't tell. I can't tell what everyone's problem is because no one talks to me. So I can't help with anyone. You know, I can help with the people who have talked to me, and I don't know. I don't think I've done a huge part to help them out, but, you know, they haven't complained about my advice or anything or ignored me, so I don't know, man. Well, but that's the thing. Like, I don't know, man. We had 27 people in and out. I don't know if any of those guys were in there or not. I don't know if any of them really cared about my situation. You know what I mean? Like, so I just, like, I look back on it and I'm like, okay, they didn't care about your situation and they fired you. They knew you really give a shit about being on Shay and that this was a very serious goal of yours. You did all this work for them and they still fired you. They didn't give you, like, hey man, we're just gonna suspend you. Let's take some time. Let's separate. Maybe we can figure out something and we can do your show. No. They saw the performance at Con Bravo. They had a decision before Con Bravo that they were thinking about firing me because of my content or whatever the fuck it was. Maybe it was buyer's remorse. Maybe it was just whatever. I think they stopped using my artwork shortly thereafter. And I mean, again, I'm just like, Am I really the asshole? Am I really the one that needs to be on probation? Am I really the one that needs to like, oh, well, we'll see. Well, fuck you guys. We'll see me. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the we'll see side. I haven't decided that I want to talk to any of you fucking cockbiters. Not one of you. You guys left me at the worst possible time to leave me. Kyle. Lindsay. Other people didn't leave me. I don't throw this kind of shade at Renegado or Leo. I don't throw this shade at anyone else that's come back to me and been like, it's nice that you're back. I haven't given shit to Holly about any of this shit because at the time, I invested a lot of energy trying to make those people my friends. And it was so easy for them to fire me. And that was so fucking hurtful. You know what I mean? Maybe it wasn't easy. But how would I know? Because they cut me out. They're like, maybe you need to get a shrink. And then just stop talking. And just stop talking to me. And then for a long time, trying again felt devastatingly hard. Like starting over. Yeah, man. That was rough. Like for a long time, I didn't make anything new because I thought, what's the point? Like, no one watched my Let's Plays with Phil. There's a bunch of philbunny Let's Plays I put a lot of effort into. I mean, not no one, but very few people watch them. There wasn't a reason to look at me. You know what I mean? Like, because of this channel awesome nonsense. There's a reason for people to be like, well, you know, maybe we can find some ethical content somewhere else. At least, I mean, like, that's kind of what I'm hoping this is sparking in people. Not everyone, of course. You know, Kevin's there just to get views and try to bitch about Kevin Spacey, I guess. Not being in movies. I don't know, man. Like I said, it's hard for me. It's harder and harder for me after coming out with those videos to I made the rounds, you know? Like, I don't know. It might be just that certain people just don't use Facebook. And that's probably, I mean, I guess I can chalk it up to that. But I made the rounds. I sent Lindsay a message. I sent a few other people a message. I got responses from people that I expected responses from. And I got responses from people that I had no idea I was going to get responses from. Like Viga. Viga's very nice. And we've had a few conversations on Facebook. I'm trying to get her also to play Them's Fighting Herds. I just want more people to play that might be worse than me. But yeah, I sent a message to Lindsay and I sent another one where I'm like, look, honestly, tell me to fuck off because I don't want to sit here and think about this. And then I got no response from her. I'm not a ventriloquist. I'm a puppeteer. There is a difference. There's a huge difference. But I liked puppets since I was a kid. The Muppet Show was my favorite show as a kid. And then and Nickelodeon at one point gloriously had the rights to the Muppets before Disney bought them up. And they were showing old episodes of the Muppet Show, but they're also showing like weird old movies that the Muppets made, like really old, weird, like dealing with pregnancy movies, like they made in England, and like behind the scenes stuff on like how they made the Muppets and things. And that shit would just be on all day. And I would just devour that shit. And then, oddly, I know so much about Andy Kaufman because they used to play this Andy Kaufman documentary on Comedy Central around the same time. So that was another one, too, where it's like, I'd get home from like junior high or high school or something, and the Muppets would be on in the afternoon. Like, it was like, that was crazy. And then, of course, Disney bought it and they shelved it. And they just didn't do anything with it for fucking ever. And then Muppets Tonight came out, which is okay. And they started doing the movies and everything. But I mean, it was really weird how Nickelodeon had the Muppets for a minute. I mean, they must have had it since... Maybe Disney just gave them the rights to, just sold them the syndication rights or whatever, but it was still really weird to see. You know what I mean? It's not a thing you'd see now. You wouldn't see the Muppets on fucking Nickelodeon now. You know what I mean? Like, it was a weird time back then where Disney was like, we don't care. We just want some money off this stupid property we bought because we just like money. Eisner days, right? So I was a kid, and I was just fascinated with puppets because it's just like, it's a toy and you bring it to life and all that kind of stuff. And I made when I was lucky enough to be in a interview with Isabel Bennett back then. It was like early on in Steam Powered Giraffe's career, and we were talking, and she was like, yeah, I mean, like, I was saying, like, well, like, not talking about me too much because we really just want to talk to you, but, like, I do puppeteering. I think it's so funny that you guys are, you're organic people and everything, but you're pretending to be mechanized, whereas I'm taking something that's dead and I'm trying to make it look like it's living. It's like the complete opposite of the same thing. I have not read the Henson biography. I know there's some pretty dark stuff in Jim Henson's past. I don't want to say, you know what I mean? I'm the first person that's like, you do not rape, you do not rape. And I am mostly specifically talking about Jew Wario, or Just Rapio, which I don't know why people don't understand that if I'm talking about him, I don't mean there's this blanket statement that every person that's ever committed rape is always the worst person that's ever, like, I'm not saying there are no whatevers. I'm just saying what Justin did, you do not do. Like what Justin did specifically, you do not do. So, at any rate, I get a lot. I've been getting a lot of that, but I just like, I thought it was obvious to me. So then I worry about my speaking abilities. No, man. Steam Powered Giraffe is great. They've proven themselves time and time again with great music. Like, they're really fascinating people, the Bennetts. They're a different set of Bennetts entirely, which is another weird coincidence that we had. And they were nice enough to let me use the music video in my Syphil and Ollie review. I don't know. I mean, it's up still. I mean, but it's not monetized or anything. I'm pretty sure everybody's getting monetized off of it. I don't really care. I mean, it's not. The point was to show people off to these new bands. Is it? Okay. I've never interacted with David Bennett, Michael David Bennett, which is the other weird thing. His name is Michael David Bennett, but he goes by David Bennett. Isn't that weird? Michael Bennett, Michael David Bennett, and then Isabel's given name is Bunny, which is real weird. I was like, these are some weird coincidences. It's a good thing I don't believe in that kind of stuff. And we briefly talked about building the puppet that they built, but I think Isabel was hell-bent on building that puppet. I don't think Isabel wanted a puppeteer. So I don't at all begrudge that. But there was very brief conversation about, if you need a puppet built, ... I wanted to put Rex in there. I've always wanted Rex to be a part of a live music show as like a roadie or something. And I was really trying to sell this idea to this DJ friend of mine. But man, you can't sell people on weird ideas ever. Like the idea was going to be like we'd show up. It was going to be we'd show like these shows were just at these pissy tiny little bars. But we were going to film it, so it'd been worth it for us to do it. And we were going to show up in like CIA garb, like looking, and like with suitcases and stuff with the equipment and everything. But one of them was going to have Rex in it as this character. And then we were going to do all these bits and stuff, but we never ever, it was like just stuff they talked about. They never had any intention of doing anything like that. That I feel like that's such a huge missed opportunity because they're so average otherwise. Like they're just this average techno band. But if they had a stage presence, like if we actually but at any rate, those guys were just using us for our space basically, and when they stopped paying us and dope, and their company stopped being good. I love Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. That show is perfect. There's a lot of reasons I didn't come back, by the way. The YouTube climate right now got really intimidating. There's a lot of really good people talking some really good shit about really good stuff. So for me, that was another really big setback. You know, we're just talking. I'm going to set up Hearthstone really quick. Give me 2 seconds. Let's see. Cards. Oh, that'll work. Give me 2 seconds to... Yes, save. Okay, good. Hit the restroom, and then we'll start Hearthstone. So, BRB. Do I have a BRB screen for this? I do. Be right back. Burp, burp. I also need a coffee. My dog is fucking cute. My dog is cute. My dog is really fucking cute. And you will never see my dog you don't deserve to see. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, you're the first chat that's ever been earned. This is the first audience that's earned to see my dog. I just don't have a good way to show him. Like, you guys have earned the truth about the dog. I would have a webcam with just my dog on it all the time if we had the means for that right now, but we're not set up for that right this second. In the future, when I get a better webcam for the stuff I'm doing over here, hi Rio Dragon, I fully intend to use the shit webcam that's on me right now and use that for the dogs. No, Dogcam 5000 is, or Dogcam 9000 is definitely. We did it briefly when I was playing Duelist, and it was the best. But my dog's a bit fickle, so he doesn't stay in the same spot all the time. So what I'm gonna try to do is we're gonna manipulate the space so my dog will definitely sit in a nearabouts the same spot, and we'll move the webcam. So, Doggocam 9000 is for sure a thing. We love dogs. We have 2 of them. There we go. I did tweet a picture of my dog yesterday. That's true. I mean, like when I was, like I said, when that's one of my dogs. We have a dachshund too. He looks exactly like Caruso. If you hear barking, it's that dog. I'm trying to think what would be good for this. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-da-da. Later, Victor. Thanks for hanging out.
Lunara versus Maiev.
None can escape my fury.
The forest fights back.
That was Mac. That was the barker. Mac is the barker.
That was wild.
Oof. Oh, I don't know if I'd hold my breath on that.
Well played. Nature's blessings upon you.
I mean, this is okay. She's not my favorite. This is not my favorite skin, that's for sure. But is there not, this is the first druid, right? This is the first druid skin. I mean, it's fine. I don't love druid, so I'm already, like, not a big fan of playing druid as it goes.
little short.
Later. Good luck with adulting. Okay, we're good on time for me.
This isn't Moonblade.
That's not bad. You know what? You know what's fucked up? I actually don't know enough about World of Warcraft anymore to even suggest who should be. I think the one hero I actually want is the warlock. What's her name? The gnome. I just haven't been to a fireside gathering yet. So I'm already like content. You know what I mean? Like I guess I'd want to see a goblin, but I just don't care about. Do you know what I mean? Like the I play this game because it was replacement for Magic. Because like I couldn't get anyone in my town at the time to play any kind of really hard competitive games with me and take them seriously. So this was an opportunity for me to get some like hard competitive gameplay in. And it's a card game.
I wonder.
Is he really letting me? Is he just giving up? Okay.
Done.
What? Oh, wait, what? Oh. I've never played this card. Okay. It's fine. That was a bad card to play. I mean, it's actually fine, I guess. It's fine enough because at least it defends this guy. I've never read it. Ha! Yeah, Nemzi's cool. I like Nemzi. I like, but I like what they're doing with Hearthstone getting kind of its own lore too. With the, I love that little movie they made for very recently, like the end of last year. I thought that was a little cartoon song in the Northshire. I mean, I know they're kind of relatively close to each other, but. I don't know why this guy's taking so long to just give up. Why not this? No, don't get me wrong. I mean, I really liked... When I first started playing Hearthstone, I really liked it. It just kind of bore me down. Like, I'm irritated with a lot of card games, not just Hearthstone, for a lot of the same reasons. Like, I just don't understand why would you make a card that's interesting but useless. And sometimes it's not deliberate. Yeah, right. And I get that. But yeah, let's see. We'll probably do a few games of Hearthstone and then we'll call it for today. This is real low key. Like I said, but I didn't realize Heather might be at work until 5. So we'll do an afternoon stream. We shall see. I don't want to promise that I'm gonna have a lot of energy after seeing Camera Esposito. Real low key. Like I said, but I didn't realize Heather might be at. So I've just got time. I was thinking that Heather would be home before me, and then we'd go do something, but we've got time.
Swiftly.
This is taking forever.
Well played.
Bare your soul to me.
What you want?
This'll be good.
I guess I should have played an idol just in case, right?
I wonder.
Balance in all things.
Why?
Fix anything. Swiftly.
Oh, just in case I surrender? I've been checked out for a Hearthstone game before. I've never been that checked out before. Later, Pat. Thanks for hanging out. I mean, like, the goal here, like, I mean, it's no small thing, and I'm not... I didn't realize how loud that was for a second. It's no small thing that I'm looking to try to do, and I don't think it's gonna have, I don't know if it's gonna happen anytime soon, which is why, you know, I don't care if I have a day job for a while, because I've already been doing that. But, well, that was a shit. What I intend to do is to get where this is my job, you know, streaming, doing art, making videos. That's the job. That's what I've wanted my job to be for a long time. But when I started, there was no Patreon. So Patreon not existing really gets in the way of that being a potential. Now, and especially because I'm looking at other people who, yes, they've gotten a lot more traction and popularity because they just didn't quit. And I may be barking up the wrong tree, and I might be too little, too late. I just doubt that I am, because at the end of the day, I'm bored of the content that I have to see all the time. I can't be the only person that's bored of the content. Like I want more stuff.
Job's done.
So, you know, we'll see. I'm not like I said, I know what the ultimate goal is going to be, but I want to do some research on, which is actually what I'm going to do after a couple of these games.
What to do?
Yeah, I get that. You just want more. You want there's a variety. Bored is bored definitely is not the word I intended to use. I mean, there's just, you know, I don't think my voice is necessarily represented. I don't think I'm see, a long time I was really worried that I was being redundant. Like I was just saying a lot of shit that no one needed to hear. And I don't think that's true anymore, or you know, that's not my perception now of things. What the fuck?
Incredible! Death comes. Death comes.
Yeah, Jeff Dunham sucks. But you know what? I used to love Jeff Dunham too, because again, I was pretty obsessed with puppets, so it was kind of a winner at the time. Like back in the day, I do remember distinctly liking Jeff Dunham, and then just those newer, I don't remember exactly when, but like they just got more and more awful. Yeah, it's fun to pick things apart like that. I agree.
Who to shoot?
Okay. And it's okay. Like everyone has, you know, your change, your tastes change obviously as a person, but moreover, sometimes you just realize that things that, like, you just mature and you realize, oh, this guy might have stolen this joke or this joke from here, and or
Let the pain speak to me.
I mean, it depends on the stand-up comic. I think podcasting for me has really replaced listening to a lot of comics.
Faster in my suffering pain. Job done.
Well, yeah. I like improv. I listen to a lot of Comedy Bang Bang. I listened to last podcast. I listen to a lot of podcasts. I also don't listen to a lot of podcasts. Like, there are a lot that I don't listen to.
Reporting for duty.
This guy's deck is weird.
Bring pain. Putrefy.
Yeah, like I said, I'm willing to whatever you guys want to do for games. I tend to like competitive games for this kind of thing, but that doesn't mean it has to be any kind of competitive game. I have a huge Steam library of games that I've either started playing and just didn't have a reason to finish. I have Battlerite too, which is a much more entertaining top-down like fighting game, like a MOBA type game. I'm willing to play Overwatch. I don't play Overwatch. I have a bunch of skins for Overwatch, but I'm willing to indulge playing it to people. But I just, you know. Oh, I have 3. I've been meaning. I'm gonna. I say a lot of I'm gonna. I have full intentions of. These afternoon guys. What can I tell you? But I mean, like, on my page now, there's a bunch of Let's Plays that Phil did. And all of those games I have not finished. Like, I did a Subnautica, and I did, you know, all of those games are in a position of completeness. And I haven't really revisited them that much. I mean, maybe Rio. Right now, like, again, like, my thing with everything on all this stuff is it's like, man, I don't have a ton of, like, I have some time, but I don't have a, you know what I mean? Like, I have to actually start thinking about what times I'm playing even games that I know I'm going to want to play. But I've got your info, so, you know.
Amazing.
There, finally got a curve. That's a great curve, man. And then there's 5. I find that unborable. Oh yeah, that always sucks. I have the same schedule, so it's easy for me to figure things out.
Amazing.
You know, I bet there actually is a pretty good quest hunter right now. I bet people just haven't figured it out yet. But I bet there is one that's... I wouldn't have run this. But I bet there is a good quest hunter that runs the guy that gives all your other minions rush. We'll probably go like this next turn. But yeah, and I know some people just whatever game they play, they just make it into a thing. Man, sometimes I just get into the game and I kind of forget, you know, I'm supposed to be entertaining. Because I'm like, what am I doing? And I also have Duelist, but they don't have any way to benefit me from streaming on YouTube, and I think YouTube's the way for me to go at this point. So that would be 5, and it would leave me with 1. That's not very good, but we can do that next turn.
Job's done.
Nice. Holy shit. That's pretty good. For this is pretty good. I run Blood Mage Thanos too. Doesn't have the mana. Or did he play a coin already? I think he did that early on.
Amazing.
Well, I don't have to do anything with this until my turn next.
Brothers, heed my call.
Nice. Very good. I love it. So I'm going to burn a card. I need that card not to be Leeline, since I drew this other stuff. But now that I said it out loud, I'm going to draw a Leeline. Leeline, don't be the next card. What I want it to be is like a just a bullshit elemental. Super good, dude. My hand is too full.
My hand is too full.
Oh my god, thank god. Oh, hey Ash, I didn't see you in there. I got your email. I haven't had a chance to read it. I am going to read it and give you a reply shortly. I glanced at it. So far, I don't think there's going to be any issue. Oh, whoops! I thought I already attacked with this. Ah. We're gonna go Frost Lich, I think. Ha! Ha! Yep, yep, and yep. So we're all good. Yeah, Adpocalypse is pretty rough stuff. Oh, that's the point of this deck? You're never gonna draw those, dude! Guy, I'm sorry you wasted your time, but there's no way that this deck works for you. My friend. Ooh, face is not the place. You needed to get rid of some of this stuff.
Do not fear power. Fear those who wield it.
Just in case he's got a Dispel, so I make sure I get my Elemental. Also, if I get a Leeline, every card in my hand but Toki gets a discount. And the Ruby Stone. Wow, he actually drew it. Look how long it took him to get this quest done, though. We're at 10 mana for the second turn. And now he's doing that. He doesn't win. Like, he...
By my frozen heart.
I mean... Are you done? Can I win now? Boom! That's the way the deck is supposed to run. You know, I mean, I can't, I don't like, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like the putting things out there has never been an issue for me, but then immediately I regret it when I get like a bunch of comments that I just can't deal with sometimes.
Jaina, Uther, I will fight with honor.
You asked.
All right, it seems like Archmage Argugul is like a keep always, but he's actually really not. He's kind of a late game card. You kind of always keep Frost Lich because you generally need her to not just lose, especially against this because this is definitely gonna be Baku or whatever. So he's gonna get 2 guys every turn. He pushes the stupid fucking button. Baku, man. I don't know. Making this hero power manipulation.
Will survive.
I don't know, man.
Well met.
Whoops.
The light dims, but we fight.
I mean, I almost want to concede. Like, that's actually not even a joke.
Reporting for duty.
We at least can do turn... oh, no, we can do Tar Creeper. That'll be okay.
Reporting for duty.
Yeah, I mean, I think at this stage it's not a smart idea to compare yourself to really any reviewer that's been out for now, because like you're better off figuring out what your voice is and perfecting your voice than you are. And also you should find a market. You know what I mean? Like you really like people think
Handle it.
Jesus, this deck. God, what were they thinking? God, they ruined this game. They always ruin it. They ruin it so bad. I can't. Why did they make this play style? Is it a trap? Was it a trap to play mage fucking minions? God, this is irritating. They always do this shit. I'm burning up. Honestly though, I always feel betrayed every set. I do. I get excited and I get fully invested and then I'm just bored.
Reporting for duty.
I mean, we have Janna, so we can take a lot of damage before it's a real issue. He can't also be buffing these guys. You know what I mean? There's no way he's running buffs and dudes. He's just running card draw and dudes.
The might of Storm.
And Stormwind champion, of course.
Brothers, heed my call.
You, Ash, you can't think that. You can think that, and if you think you actually could have done more, then you make another video. You can't assume you're going to get everything in a subject in the first go. When I made the first vlog, I knew I was making 3 or 4 more. Because it was just like...
By the holy light. Job's done.
Now, is he going to hit me in the face or is he going to clear board? What were they thinking? What is this? Why even bother making other classes? Jesus fucking Christ. You know what? You know what? Why don't you just make new cards for the sets you're going to improve? What is this? Ugh! Fuck! Anyway, I'm done with Hearthstone. Maybe we'll play it next week. Probably not. Hey, you know what? That was a great... You know what? let me tell you, Witchwood, 0 out of 10. It's the worst expansion they've ever made. They made entirely too many broken things. They have no fucking idea what they're doing. It's unfun. And, you know, why make a fun game when you could just make something that's Hearthstone? Just make Hearthstone. It doesn't have to be fun. Ooh. Because I knew every card he was going to play, too. I should have started saying it out loud. God, it's just so... And it's been a week. It's been a fucking week. I'm done. I've made a very strong rule for myself that I cannot disenchant anything anymore that I don't get out of packs. So I can't make any other deck. And there's no way that this hunter thing I've built is going to ever be fast enough or good enough to win games consistently. And Mage is garbage right now, apparently. Even though there's all of these cards that seem like they'd be very good with Leeline. I don't know, man. I'm stupid, I guess. I keep coming back. I do an investment. And then I go, why did I bother? This game makes me want to die. And my win rate, I mean, I swear to fuck, I had this good, like the elemental deck was going, and then everyone figured out Shudderwalk, and everyone figured out Odd Paladin, and now it's over. It's, if you see Paladin, and then you see Baku, you need to concede. If you see a Shaman, you need to wait like 3 turns, but when you see any of the combo pieces, you might as well just concede. Because they take forever, and you're never going to beat them. I want to play Magic Arena. I really do. Magic has actual counterplay in it. Like, Magic has, if I hold this mana, I can do this instant. If I spend this mana, then I'll have these resources on the board. Magic the Gathering did this perfectly. And you will never ever beat it. You just can't beat Magic the fucking Gathering. And Hearthstone, I don't know, man. They have all the opportunity to do these interesting things, like putting bonuses in your hands and all this stuff. And at the end of the day, they either make everything... Like, they either make 4... Like, they willfully can't make every class good. Apparently. They just... They go with these cycles where sometimes this class is good, sometimes this class is good. And what kills me about Hearthstone is the main reason they have this trouble is they have 9 factions. Right? So you can't keep balancing 9 different factions. Magic the Gathering has 5 colors that you can mix in any variety of those 5 colors. But this game doesn't have that. It has this fucking arbitrary class system and then a bunch of fucking neutrals. Fine. You know, but my thing with this, it's just like, yeah, you got 9 classes. You know, you can't let everyone do everything. You can't. I don't know what the solution would have been if they would have gone with martial classes versus magic classes versus whatever. I don't know what you do, but this is just this way of making a card game always lends it to that this is powerful now, this is powerful now, this is powerful now. Bullshit, pretty good, bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. The meta. Destroyed! So if you're stupid enough to be playing Rogue, you're fucked! You invested all your little monies into a fucking dagger deck, you're fucked, you stupid bitch! That's me. Okay, guys. That's okay. But I want to play like the digital on the arena Magic the Gathering. I want to play that new digital Magic thing. That looks really good. 4:00 Eastern. 4-ish, maybe closer to 5 Eastern, 4:00 Central, sometime around there. We'll do probably an hour of something, maybe a game of League or two, and then when Heather gets here, we'll probably split because we gotta get stuff ready for tomorrow. And then 420 is the big anniversary for me and Heather, but we're gonna be live streaming. I'll be tripping balls literally, and we'll be watching stuff and playing games. I love playing League on Acid for some reason, so we'll probably do that. Arena looks really good. It looks like Hearthstone, but Magic the Gathering, and that's kind of what I wanted when Hearthstone came out. So, anyway, thanks for hanging out this morning, you guys. I'm glad I got some stuff done. I'm gonna do boring, productive stuff that's easier if I just do it quietly on my own. I need to set up some Premiere files and stuff. I'm just getting ready for this other stuff, and I also have to make a phone call, I think. So, anyway, you guys are the best. Talk to you in the future. Kiss, kiss. Bye-bye.